Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff from the Cyber Pro podcast. Today, back with David from Pantera Security, who's going to teach us a little bit about who he is, what he does, and the importance of quickly mastering hard things. Hackers never sleep, so we'll jump right in. Question number one in a few sentences. David, please tell our community a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do.
Yeah, hi Jeff. Thanks for having me. Name's David. I'm a techie by nature. Background is electrical engineering. I've been in this space for about 22, going on 23 years now, working in private sector as well as the public sector.
Excellent. Question number two, share with us the most fascinating aspect about being a CEO in the cybersecurity space during these crazy times.
Jeff, for me, one of the most exciting things that I get to do is to bring awareness. I'm a firm believer that cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. So I enjoy when I can get out there, whether it's on Zoom or in person, I can share something that a client or a potential client didn't know that eventually benefits them.
Nice. And so question number three delves into the main thrust of our podcast, which is cybersecurity. So on that, we've been hearing from most of the cybersecurity leaders that we speak with that cybersecurity is not only a top concern in getting bigger, but it is affecting everyone every day at every level. So when you hear a question like that, what does that mean to you?
To me, it's interesting you asked me that, because I hear that all the time, and maybe I'm gonna be a little difficult here by playing on words, but when I hear that cybersecurity is a top concern, I feel like it's becoming a cliche. I think we say, well, cybersecurity is a top concern when cybersecurity needs to become a top action. Many people are aware that there's something going on in cyberspace with all the ransomware that's going on, but nobody really wants to do anything. We need to stop talking about it and create more actionable plans to keep ourselves, our families, our businesses safe.
Actionable plans. I like that. At the end of the podcast, I'm going to come back to that with a bonus question. But let's get into question number four, which is what insights or advice about quickly mastering difficult things would you care to share with our community?
This is what I'll share. The cyber threat landscape continues to evolve daily. So, it's easy for us to get distracted by Facebook, TikTok, and everything else, but we can't get complacent. We're engaged globally in cyber warfare, so we must remain diligent. That's all of us, all of my colleagues in the cybersecurity space. And with that said, don't stop learning. Cyber threats are becoming more and more sophisticated. In the book, Deep Work by Cal Newport, he mentions two core abilities that we should strive to master in this new age. And one of those core abilities is to be able to quickly master hard things. We've seen the introduction of artificial intelligence in the cyber threat attack sphere. So we need to be able to understand these attacks so that we can counter them so that we can protect ourselves.
Yeah, I'm pausing because I'm taking some notes on sophistication in AI. I think that's going to be bonus question number two for you.
Oh, man.
For those viewers who may want to learn a little bit more about you, David, what you do over at Pantera Security, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
The best way to get a hold of me and the fastest is LinkedIn.
All right, just reach out to you directly on your profile. Got it.
That's correct.
All right. Question number five is our fun question of the day. We always like to end with a little bit of brevity. And so we would ask you, when you think about it, what is your favorite piece of retro technology that gets you smiling? You're already smiling, so let's talk about it.
I am smiling because I'm about to start dancing, and you'll know why in a second here. My favorite piece of retro tech is simply the record player. Once the needle hits the vinyl, it does something to my soul, man. So I'm usually listening to some old school rock, jazz, or R&B, and that's my tech right there.
Respect. I think that the more we get into the digital age and the remastering of everything, there's something to be said about old school, right? I mean, it's what we
Absolutely.
grew up with. And not to say that technology isn't real, but you don't have that ethereal connection to it like you do a record, right? You can't hold it, you can't spin it, you can't do the things that we used to be able to do. So thank you for that. Again, David, thank you for your time. Peace.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, you did it. You made it to the end. Thank you so much. Check out more Cyber Pro Podcast.